So this is our first ever debate that we're going to be actually having.
The debate today is, are live action films useful or not?
To be specific, are live action reboots of the Disney shows or Disney movies that we've been watching since we were kids really necessary? My position is they're completely worthless and that they're cash grabs.
And mine is the opposite.
I don't know why. Well, can you blame me? Look at, for example, Beauty and the Beast and, Aladdin.
Okay, but you're not looking at the big picture.
What big picture?
I think that some of them suck.
Well, that's one thing we can agree on.
Lion King is not necessarily even live action because it's all CGI.
Right.
For things like Lion King, it's all CGI. It's not even live action. You can't count that.
Right.
For Beauty and the Beast, wrong cast.
Yeah, no disrespect to Emma Watson. You couldn't act in that. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, I don't think she was necessarily. She was kind of like. She seemed depressed.
Because that's how a lot of live action remakes are like.
No, but she was great in Harry Potter.
That was years ago.
That's what I'm saying, though.
That was years ago. She was a kid, and that was something she wanted to be a part of.
Okay, but then again, you got stuff like Aladdin.
Yeah, it's one that, while decent, because I like Will Smith, was not necessary.
Okay, but they added in a completely new song. That song is the best thing ever.
You can like it, but what's necessary about it?
It's entertaining.
Entertaining is not a good reason. What does it offer to the story?
Emotion. In your...
You can do it in cartoons!
Yes. But they changed the story on how he got the lamp. How Jafar took the lamp.
Right.
And they changed a couple more things that I can't remember exactly what. But you have to think. The singing is better. The acting is better.
Debatable.
And the songs are somewhat better.
Yeah, but what are people going to remember more? The live-action remake songs or the originals? That's the question.
The originals, because they're original.
Thank you. That's a point. Point for me!
Sometimes you really make me upset. Okay, make your point. I've been talking. Make your point. I've been talking.
So
this should be good.
The thing is about live-action remakes is that they are essentially just the same movie repeated. You're just watching the same thing over. Hey, I'm still talking. I'm still talking here. The point is that they're basically the same thing. There's just nothing really changed except for a few added scenes, maybe a few added songs. For example, with Mulan, they took out Mushu in that one.
Okay, that one sucks, though.
But
even though I haven't seen it.
In Aladdin, they still made it out to be the same movie, just with a few lines changed and a few different cast changes, but it all ends the same way. It all goes the same direction. And especially with what we're seeing right now, they're making that Moana live action, which is completely unnecessary because they're making a second one!
Well, they're making a third Frozen. They're also making Frozen live action film.
Which is stupid.
That I want to see.
No, we're not. You can watch that. I'm not watching that.
I never asked you to watch it.
Good.
Okay, what's your take on Little Mermaid?
Little Mermaid? Fairly decent. Fairly decent. Halle Bailey can act, and she can sing. That's for sure. But again, my question about that movie, what is the purpose? Why do we need a live-action Little Mermaid? Why do we need a live-action Aladdin? Why do we need a live-action Little Mermaid? Why do we need a live-action Beauty and the Beast? Why do we need a live-action anything?
You know what I think this is based on?
What?
Preference.
No, duh, it's based on preference, but at the same time, this is Disney. Disney is going to do everything in its power to capitalize on anything if it means making a quick buck.
Okay, name one movie that they have not live-action filmed yet. Oh, and by the way, they're making a live-action Lilo and Stitch, and that is messed up.
Yeah, no kidding. Ones that they haven't remade into a live-action, let's see.
I just thought of a DreamWorks movie that they should never, ever, ever make into a live-action film.
Well, we'll talk about that in a bit. Tarzan?
No.
Well, technically speaking, there was that sequel to Tarzan, I guess, but I don't really count that as a live-action remake.
I have one.
Let's hear it.
Tangled.
Yeah, please don't give them ideas. Great, they're gonna watch. They're gonna watch this video. They're gonna watch this video and they're gonna give them ideas. Are we? Oh!
I don't even know how they do that, though. There's so much action in that movie and so much stuff that they would have to...
Do not start with me on action. That's going to be another debate because you seem to hate action, but you watch a lot of stuff that's action.
I think part of the reason that I love live action film is because... What's About Time?
Okay.
It's all live action.
That's it? You had to pick that show? That's why you like live action?
It's all the Disney shows and movies tied together.
Correction. Watching it now, getting halfway to season 2, it is just simply taking its things that happen to be conveniently Disney, but it's still based off folk tales and fairy tales. That just because Disney happened to make a movie about them or series about them does not mean they're associated with Disney.
Okay, you're right, but it's on Disney Plus.
Yeah, because Disney owns the channel, whatever it is that owned Once Upon a Time.
Okay, so you're saying that Pinocchio was a folktale before it was Disney?
Yes.
Cinderella?
Yes. Everything. Let me explain something to everyone right here. Here's an interesting fact right here. Almost every Disney movie you are seeing is possibly based on a folktale, such as Snow White, Cinderella, Pinocchio, even almost everything. The only one that I can think of, and I could be wrong, so please leave it in the comment, is Dumbo. That is not based off a folktale.
Dumbo's not in Once Upon a Time.
That's my point, though. But
okay, what about Wizard of Oz?
Wizard of Oz, that one I believe wasn't made by. That's not owned by Disney.
Yes, it is.
No, now it is. But it was originally owned by what's that one company with the lion that's always roaring?
Lionsgate?
No, that's just another company. I'll put that. Could someone put that on screen? So I can
frick! You're right. The one where the lion roars.
Yeah, just constantly. Yeah. Basically, that one.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. The point being is that's who owned Disney. That's who owned Wizard of Oz before Disney bought them. Okay. Keep in mind, Disney is one of the biggest monopolies in America. They could buy this country and half of Canada or Mexico if they wanted to.
They add stuff in, though, that's not, like, that I don't know what fairy tale it would come from.
What?
The Black Fairy.
Okay.
And the Snow Queen.
What's your point? What is your point?
That it's a good show.
That's not what this debate is about. It's about live action remake.
It's live action.
It's not a remake,
though. It would suck if it was animated.
It was not. Wait, excuse me?
If it was animated, it would suck.
Animation is just as crucial and just as good as conveying emotion and telling a story than live action. It's just as good.
I don't agree.
You don't agree?
No.
You hear that, ladies and gentlemen? She doesn't think animation's good at conveying emotion. So, if I can ask you something, hey, no, explain this to our dear viewers. Why is it that you cry a lot whenever you see some emotional moment when it comes to animation?
You really want the answer to that?
Yes, let's hear it.
I'm a girl!
Not an excuse, okay? I show emotion too. I show emotion to the video games I play on that TV screen right there when I play a bunch of games like Mass Effect.
That's dumb.
No, I show just as much emotion. You have cried at a lot of emotional scenes when it comes to animation. So again,
not in your stupid video games.
Not in my video. I'm not talking about video games. I'll talk about animation. So why is it that you have cried at animation, even though it's not good at conveying emotion?
Relatable. Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you agree that it can still create something very relatable and cause you to feel emotions?
I never said I didn't cry at animated.
I didn't say that either. I said if animation's not good at conveying emotions,
I never said it wasn't.
You just said you don't agree.
I think no. I think live action does a better job at it.
I think they're both just as equally good, though.
Why?
Because with acting, not only do you have to show it, you have to be able to present it. Whereas with
That's why some of the acting in live action sucks.
But with voice acting, it's all how you project yourself. I could easily make someone cry if I just make my voice sound intense and show some emotion.
Do it.
Not right now because we're debating. But the point is, with animation, you can actually convey emotion through your tone, even if it's not real, so long as the person watching believes it.
Okay.
Think about it.
Another way to convey emotion is facial expression.
But
you don't get that in animation.
yes, you can. You have to look at the character.
You're not listening to me. Jasmine's skin is not that smooth. She has no nose.
And there's no dragons in real life, but that's in Once Upon a Time, and you like that.
No, I don't like the dragon part.
No. Let me tell you guys something. I one time called her out on that when it came to live action scenes, and she says, "Well, that's different. It's based on fairy tales, and I don't mind the dragon scene."
I don't like the dragon scene.
But you said you don't mind it though.
Well, I don't like it.
Now you change your.
I don't want to change my mind.
Oh, I'm losing my mind here. You're going to be seeing a lot more of these. Trust me.
What's your final argument?
My final argument is that these live-action remakes are not necessary. They shouldn't really be made. I'm not going to diss the actors who went into these things because you know what? They're doing something they're passionate in and they're doing what they enjoy. But at the end of the day, this is just Disney simply trying to cash grab off the success of popular franchises or a popular movie they released in the past, thinking that they can make more money, when in reality, most of these live actions didn't really succeed or don't really do that good. If you want my advice, Disney, the smartest thing you could do is re-release the original film.
But how many people would actually go see that? You can just watch it for free on Disney+.
Well, did you know how much money that Disney makes based off watching those originals?
Okay, but you're acting like I'm saying some of the live action films you're acting like none of them are good.
Okay, the only ones I can say are decent are Little Mermaid, and I'll give credit where credit's due, a little bit of Aladdin, because I love the special effects. A little bit. A lot of the singing is not that great. A lot of the singing, mostly from Aladdin.
I was about to say, Naomi Scott, are you serious?
Look, Naomi Scott's great and all, but here's the thing. I haven't seen her in a lot of other stuff. And I can't really judge her on that alone because I'd have to see more stuff she's in. There's no reason that there should be a live-action remake. Just re-release the original in theaters. You could actually make big bank off of that because people would want to go watch the original. There would be people who would want to go on a nostalgia trip. And then you'll have those who will want to see how good it really was and what the excitement was behind the release of the film when it was in theaters. Who doesn't want to relive the excitement of wanting to go watch Mulan or The Lion King or even...
Can I just say something? The remake of Lion King sucks.
Well, everyone is agreeing with that. Even those who support...
The remake of Dumbo sucks. The remake of Lady and the Tramp, I haven't seen it, sucks. I don't know why they're remaking movies with animals that talk. It's stupid. That part I think is really dumb.
Anyway, who do you agree with? Do you agree with moi, which is that these live actions are completely unnecessary?
Or me, that they are unnecessary but entertaining.
Leave your thoughts in the comments down below, and if you have any other things we should try debating, please just let that be known in the comments as well.
We will debate anything.
Anyway, that does it for this first debate, and we'll talk to you guys next time.
Bye!
Bye-bye!